Hi guys, welcome to my channel. You're watching movie and TV show reviews hosted by me, Mary Lene. So for all my couch potatoes and bed watchers who love binging TV shows and movies, this is the show for you. So if you haven't noticed, movie reviews will be posted on Monday and TV shows will be posted on Tuesday. So today is episode 2 of my movie review. And since it's Monday, we're going to be reviewing What Happened to Monday, which is on Netflix right now, so you can go watch it.
What happens to one of you happens to you all.
What Happened to Monday was released in 2017 and it was directed by Tommy Wirkola. Now this film is set in a dystopian world. So for all my people who love dystopian films like Divergent or The Hunger Games, this is the movie for you. So let's get into the plot and premise of this film. It's based on a dystopian time and there are way too many people on Earth. Right now, in reality, the number of people on Earth is about 3.6 billion. But in this film, it's reached over 10 billion people. It's way over where we are right now. And we already have water shortages and food shortages. It's based around 7 siblings who were born in a world where you're only allowed to have 1. So basically China. All 7 siblings are played by one woman, Naomi Rapace. They're all identical. I don't think that's ever possible. What was up with their mom's uterus? If you're wondering how one woman had 7 kids that look exactly the same, we're gonna get into it. To combat the famine and the lack of water and resources, scientists have decided to put chemicals in the food so that they can reproduce faster. But as we all know, in this time, adding chemicals to food doesn't always help. And that's how their mother was able to have 7 kids that look exactly the same. In this film, we're beginning to have multiple births and kids with defects. So I guess having 7 of the same kid is a defect. I don't know how people with twins work. To combat this new problem, scientists, played by Glenn Close, decides to enact this one child per family law. But of course this doesn't work when people have multiple kids and don't want to get rid of them. Now they have the Child Allocation Bureau, which takes the kids and puts them in a so I say deep sleep called the cryo sleep, where they put the kids to sleep and when the world is better they'll wake them up and they'll be able to enjoy the new world. 1, what happens when there's a new world and it's a long time from when the kids are asleep and their whole family is gone? 2, what happens if the Child Allocation Bureau is disbanded by the time, the world is better? What are they going to do with all these kids? It doesn't go into it, but I thought about this. These are my questions. They're not answered in the film, but it's questions that I had. So Willem Dafoe is their grandfather. His daughter, Karen Setman, had to sneak and have 7 kids, and they hadn't talked in a long time, but he felt as though this is the time to reconnect with his daughter, so he's going to raise these 7 girls all by himself. How he dealt with their periods is beyond me. 7 kids, he names them after the days of the week. You may think, alright, this guy's just lazy. He has a whole system in place. So the 7 kids are named after the 7 days of the week. And the day of your week is the day you get to go out. The kid's Sunday goes out on Sunday, Monday goes out on Monday, Tuesday goes out on Tuesday, and you get the rest. One day, Thursday, decides to go out on a day that's for Tuesday, and she gets hurt. Comes back with half of her finger missing. First of all, what was she was on a skateboard. How does I don't understand. What was she doing? Since one thing happens to one kid has to happen to all of them, Willem Dafoe has to cut a piece of every kid's finger off. I know they was looking at her like, yo, like, we gonna have to scrap after this because ain't nobody taking my finger. That taught them all a valuable lesson that they have to be careful with their bodies and they have to tell each other everything at the end of the night before the next person goes out into the world. So we fast forward to when obviously Willem Dafoe is passed because he isn't in any more scenes. The girls have a job at the bank. They had to find a job that could accommodate all of them. So they all have this job and they're all working there every day. They have to look the same, have the same makeup, the same hair, they all wear a wig, everything like that. That's just how it has to be for them for the rest of their lives. If one got pregnant, they all had to get pregnant. Yo, one girl got punched in the face. One girl broke an arm. They all had to break an arm. That's crazy. And if you caught on by now, you'd realize that Monday is the person and not the day. When I first saw this, I was like, did they change the day of the week? Like, is Monday not a part of days of the week no more. Nope, it's the person. They know that if Monday's missing, it's going to throw off their whole entire operation. And it does. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to just say this because I knew it. I knew they weren't doing something right with these kids. Instead of freezing the kids, they like incinerate them. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But the film is great. The editing on this film, I don't know. I wonder how long it took. This film was edited by Martin Stoltz, and trust me, my man's had a lot of work to do. If you don't know about filming or editing, to have one person as like a twin or in the same spot, you have a wide angle, you have one person stand on one side and one person stand on the other side, having the camera completely still, and you can overlap them to show that there's two people on thing. So yeah, that's how they did it, and it's crazy how much editing to do for 7 people. And obviously they had really good doubles and extras because they look exactly like them, same features and everything. I know some of you are like, for my film people, you know where I'm coming from. And I know not everybody is as into films as I am, or a filmmaker like I am, but I like to give you guys a little bit more insight so that you know what goes on behind the scenes of films. This movie is great with editing. If I could give it a rate for editing separately, I think I would give it at least an 8 because Martin Stoltz did a very good job. And it was just him editing a 2 hour and 3 minute film of all this editing, 7 layers. Yeah, I just want to dive into how, you know, talented Naomi Rapace is. Like, she had to play 7 different characters. Each girl had a different personality. She had to play 7 different personalities. And I forgot to say that they all take the name of their mother, Karen Setman. Like, they don't go out into the world and say, oh, my name is Monday. That's just a name for themselves. Out into the world, they have the name of Karen Setman. Alright guys, so I'm going to give this film a rating. 1, throw it away, never show it in a movie theater or on Netflix again. 10 being very good. Give it any award you can. It's about a good 6.5, 7. I think it was a very good film. Was it like the best film in the world? No, it wasn't. It was just a good film that you watch with your friends. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 58%, so we're kind of in the same level. I recommend this film. I think you should go watch it. It's very good for those of you who like, you know, figured out films or dystopian films. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on my notifications and share. Watch the film. Tell me what you thought about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next Monday. Just one more quick thing. Next Monday, I will be reviewing BlacKkKlansman, that was directed and created by Spike Lee. Yes, this film came out on August 10th, and I'm so excited to go watch it and review it for you guys and show you how great Spike Lee is and how great the film was, or how bad the film was. But I think it must be pretty good because I've gotten a lot of, you know, people have told me that it's a very good film. So make sure you tune in next Monday to get the full review for BlacKkKlansman, and I promise I will try not to spoil it that much for you. Alright guys, thanks again. See you next Monday.